In this video, we're going to reveal an investment that Cathie Wood believes could soar 15x over the next 5 years.
The stock is $270. Our prediction in 5 years is $2,600.
But that's not all. We'll also dive into 5 of her boldest and most aggressive investment plays.
According to our research, these investments will go up more than tenfold.
These aren't just safe bets. These are companies operating at the bleeding edge of innovation, from DNA engineering to artificial intelligence to crypto infrastructure. And at the end, we'll cover the one investment Cathie claims could be worth $1.5 million per unit. Let's begin with investment number 5. A company that's becoming a vital part of the military, government, and enterprise technology transformation. Cathie has invested approximately $325 million into Palantir Technologies, through her ARK funds, making up about 4.5% of her portfolio. Palantir is a powerful platform-as-a-service, PaaS company that helps governments and massive corporations bring their operations into the digital age. The key? Palantir doesn't require clients to tear down their existing systems. Instead, it builds on top of existing infrastructure, allowing them to gradually transition away from legacy software, eventually replacing it with Palantir's more robust solutions. Over time, this strategy allows Palantir to quietly take over organizational architecture from the inside out. It's no surprise the stock has been on fire. It's climbed 1,400% in just the last 5 years, making it one of the best-performing tech stocks of the decade so far. According to Cathie, this is just the start, especially with countries and enterprises racing to integrate AI and database decision-making. Now, let's look at Cathie's 4th largest position, and it's one most investors weren't sure would recover. That company is Coinbase, Coin. Cathie owns around $516 million in Coinbase stock, which makes up about 7% of her portfolio. If you followed Coinbase's story, you know it's had a wild ride. It IPO'd in 2021 at $340 per share, crashed down to $35, and now, in 2025, it's climbed all the way back to an all-time high of $390. Coinbase has successfully expanded internationally, recently acquiring Deribit, the largest crypto options exchange in the world. It's become the most regulatory-compliant crypto platform globally, which is huge as institutional money begins to flow into the crypto markets. Beyond being an exchange, Coinbase is rapidly evolving. It wants to become a central part of the next-generation payment infrastructure, offering not just trading but custody, staking, and a suite of institutional-grade tools. Cathie sees Coinbase as the pick-and-shovel provider of the crypto economy, and if the U.S. continues moving toward clearer crypto regulation, Coinbase could be the key gateway between traditional finance and digital assets. At number 3, we have one of Cathie's most high-risk, high-reward bets, CRISPR Therapeutics, CRSP. Cathie holds over $400 million of this biotech stock, taking up around 5.9% of her ARK portfolio. So what's the big idea here? According to Cathie, the most transformative application of artificial intelligence isn't in cars or consumer apps, it's in healthcare. More specifically, AI-powered gene editing. CRISPR Therapeutics uses cutting-edge science to fix serious genetic diseases by directly editing flawed DNA. This includes the potential to cure illnesses like sickle cell anemia, beta thalassemia, certain cancers, and even type 1 diabetes. 2 of its treatments for sickle cell and beta thalassemia have already been approved by the FDA. That makes this more than a moonshot. But here's the kicker. The company's financials have taken a brutal hit. Revenue peaked at $913 million in 2021. Then, it fell to $370 million and plummeted again in 2024 to just $35 million. Last year, the company lost $366 million. This massive burn rate highlights the risk. If these treatments roll out at scale and prove effective, CRISPR could be sitting on billion-dollar global markets. But if trials fail or regulation stalls, it could be a giant money sink. It's a classic high-stakes bet, and Cathie jumped in all the way back in 2017. Now we come to Cathie's largest investment of all. And no, it's not just about electric vehicles anymore. The stock is Tesla, TSLA. She owns roughly $740 million worth of Tesla shares, representing 10% of her total portfolio. Cathie's bullish bet isn't just about Tesla's car business, it's about what the company could become, a platform. The big idea? Tesla Robo-Taxis, fully autonomous cars that can drive passengers around while the owner is at work or sleeping. She envisions a future where your Tesla becomes an income-producing asset, a vehicle you can rent out via Tesla's rideshare platform while it drives itself. In Cathie's projection,
We're on record saying we believe in 5 years the stock will hit $2,600.
With 90% of that value coming not from selling vehicles, but from self-driving revenues. She estimates the autonomous taxi network could bring in $8 to $10 trillion in the next 5-10 years. That's not speculation. Tesla is actively training its full self-driving AI on millions of real-world miles. But wait, it goes even further. Tesla is also building a humanoid robot called Optimus, which Elon Musk says will be more valuable than the car and full self-driving business combined. These robots are being designed to handle repetitive manual labor, from factories to elderly care to even personal chores inside your home.
In the next 5 to 10 years, I'm looking to buy another Model Y because it will, in effect, be a cybercab. And if I chose to, I could have my Model Y drive me to work and then let it out for the day and earn money on it, have it pick me up at the end of the night. And some people will do that, and Tesla will provide the platform for that.
Now, before we jump into Cathie's most explosive prediction yet, let's examine her actual track record. Over the last 6 months, Cathie's ARK portfolio is up about 30%, far outperforming the S&P 500's 8% gain. But stretch that out over 10 years, and the outperformance isn't quite as eye-popping. ARK sits at a 268% gain, while the S&P returned 248% in the same period. Finally, let's talk about Cathie Wood's most outrageous call, and it's all about Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin trades at around $100,000 to $120,000. Cathie's 2030 price target? $1.5 million per Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that right, a 15x return in just 5 years. If that happens, Bitcoin would have a market cap of around $28 trillion. That's more than the GDP of the entire United States and over 10x the total valuation of Google. To most people, that sounds insane, but Cathie has her logic. First, Bitcoin has hard-coded scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million coins, and as of today, around 20 million have already been mined. At the same time, institutional demand is spiking, especially after Bitcoin ETFs were approved in early 2024. Cathie sees Bitcoin not just as a currency, but as a completely new asset class. It reminds her of the birth of equities in the 1600s. As she puts it, Bitcoin could be used as a store of value like gold, a means of exchange, and eventually even as a unit of account. When you compare Bitcoin to global assets, gold, 22 trillion, real estate, 400 trillion, global stocks and bonds, $250 trillion combined, Bitcoin hitting $28 trillion starts to seem not impossible. So, there you have it, the 5 high-conviction investments Cathie Wood believes could define the future. Palantir, Coinbase, CRISPR, and Bitcoin. Each one is at the forefront of a different revolution. So, what do you think? Which of these picks do you believe is ready to explode, and which one seems just a bit too risky? Let me know in the comments. I'll be replying to as many as I can. If you want more deep dives like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next tech or crypto investment breakdown. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.